So today I'm going to show you make automation to screen CVs. When you're a recruitment agency and you send out a job, you might get a lot of emails, a lot of CVs, and it takes a lot of time to sift through all that. So recently my boss wanted to go through a list of CVs, about 400 of them, probably all AI generated. So this is the use case. You can filter down all these CVs and go through them one by one in like a sheets or a Excel file, and that makes it a lot easier to sift and sort through them. So the automation here looks like this. It starts with a Gmail. So you've connected it to your account. You're looking for the inbox folder, and you've got this filter, and the subject is equal to CV. So in our case, we've got Jane Doe applying, and the subject line is CV. So when the automation looks through the Gmail, it only picks like this CV here. And it's a PDF attachment as well. And then the next part of the flow is the iterator module will go through each email on the Gmail and get all the CVs on there. And then each time this iterator finds a CV, it uploads it onto a Google Drive. And we've got like a specific folder in Google Drive, basically here, automation folder. So it gets saved in here when we run this automation. So once we've uploaded a file onto Google Drive, we will download back from the Google Drive. We'll download the CV, and we'll point it to the file ID, so it knows which CV to PDF CV to download. And then we've got this module which converts the PDFs into text. Now we could have another operator here where if it's a Word document, it goes through another automation. But we're just making it simple and assuming that all the CVs are PDFs. So for you to use this module, you need to sign up with pdf.co. You get 1,000 credits for free. Just copy the API key, and when you're setting it up, just add it here. It's quite simple. So make sure you're uploading a file, and you're uploading it from here, from this module. You can do it from here as well, but for me, I want to go through stages. The convert type is PDF to text. You can have it to simple text, but for me it works like that. Make sure it's inline, and then the output we want is JSON output. And then this is the fun part. This is the ChatGPT prompt that we give to sort and give us the output that we need. So we need to create a completion, and the model we're using is GPT-4.0. There is a whole video on how to set up this. It's quite easy. There's loads of YouTube videos on there. So the role we're giving it is a system, and we're telling the AI to basically, you will be provided with a text CV document. Please extract the key information from the document in a JSON format. So from this PDF, we want the first name, surname, phone number, email, address, experience they've got in a specific field, programming languages that they know, education, and then we will use all this information to rate the applicant. This is just for us to score the applicant. If there's any fields that are empty, it will return 0. And here we're telling ChatGPT to look inside the body. So the body is what is the PDF converted to into text, and this is where the text is. So we're pointing it to that variable. And then this is the last part about the rating. I'm giving it 1,000 tokens because I'm looking for a lot of information and accuracy as well. And it's important to have the response as a JSON format. Usually you don't see this. If it's not advanced, you don't see that. So you need to click on Show Advanced Settings and then have it as a JSON object. So when you run this module, you're going to get a result. The result is JSON output like this. Now, this result, this JSON output looks good, but we can't just add that onto our Airtable or our Sheets folder. So what we're going to do is parse this through a module. So copy that, get a JSON parser, and what you need to do is add, generate, and then just copy that output from the GPT, and it will create a structured schema for you. And so I've already done it in my case. And then the schema that the results, we are going to parse through the results. So this is the results from the ChatGPT. If you want to see what the results are like, I just showed you here. So we're going to pass through all of this. And the output we're going to get is a simple, first name is equal to John, second name Doe, phone number, email. And in the last step, we're going to add these details onto our Airtable. Configuring it is quite easy. You just need a token. If you want to know where to find a token, there's loads of videos on YouTube. And then we're going to point all these variables to the fields in our Airtable. You can see I've already done it a few times. So you've got name, CV, surname. Make sure this CV is a type of file when you're creating the column. Another important thing to know is we are uploading the CV file onto our Airtable. You see that? This is a file attachment. Now we can't do that in Excel. I don't think it's got this functionality. That's why we're using Airtable. And to be able to download that CV from the Google Drive, we need to point it to the web content link. And from the Google download module, the web content link can be found here. So you're just pointing it to that, and that will allow you to download from the Google Drive onto Airtable. And then we'll just give it a file name. We'll just get it from here. So from the ChatGPT variables, we've mapped the surname, the phone number, the email, education, and so on. Now we will run the flow. So choosing where to start, we'll select the first email. We can select all emails if you've got a bunch of CVs or from a specific date. So click on that, and then you will just before we run the flow, we've got 2 records here. So if we run it now, we should have 3 records. So it's going through the iterator, it's uploading the file, it's downloading the file, and now it's converting it from PDF to text. And then ChatGPT is going through that text and categorizing it and finding the key information that we need. Gets parsed, and then it gets added to the Airtable. So you can see you've got name, surname, and all this information that we just automated, we got it from this CV here, right there. So all this information on a PDF is automatically transferred on here, and you can easily say sort from 9 to 1, so you can look at these applicants and then open up their CV. I hope this automation was helpful. It took me a long time to do, but I'm more from AI automation flow. And if you're a small business or any kind of business that want to automate your processes and save time and money, then you can message me.